Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here, a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shop video today. Taking a go out, see things out, see things are on sale. It's always, like I said, always a tongue twister in that beginning when you say see what things came out today, see what things are on sale. I don't know why. It's sort of like, you know, she sells by the seashore, or it's sort of like that, saying that intro. I don't know why. But today though, new release-wise, there's a bunch of different things coming out. The one really big thing that's coming out is the Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I think it's either Everything, I think that's what it's called. I might be mixing up the actual wording of that title, but that one comes out today. And with that, I know there's a number of different retail exclusives. I believe I saw Best Buy has a steelbook for that one, I'm pretty sure. And I think there was like an exclusive slipcover or something like that from what I could tell, either at Target or Walmart. I'm not 100% sure, but we're definitely going to see for that. Also, though, I know Edge of Tomorrow comes out on 4K for the first time. Other than that, though, I know there's a couple other things as well, so we're definitely going to see some of the other ones today. Also, though, at the end of this video is going to be a whole bunch of brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews for some things I received to review and talk about for you guys. And as always, too, let me know what you guys thought of the DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks that are reviewed, if you guys have seen them, what you guys thought of them, and also if you guys plan on picking any of them up. But even though, guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. But we'll take a look here in the front though, and like I always say, this front is kind of like random. They sort of change things out very sporadically, so it's like I see some of the recent stuff in here, like Morbius and stuff like that from the past couple weeks, but I don't see anything new from today. They usually like kind of like have it like the same way for a few weeks and then kind of change it out. So like some of the more newer things from the past like 2 or 3 weeks will probably be up on the shelf in like 2 weeks from now, something like that. Because like it's so weird too, like they have like the stuff for it too, like from last week, the you know, the Fantastic Beasts, the Secrets of Dumbledore, but like this, it's not right here in the spot though, or anything like that. And then even like there's some of the newer things. See, this is kind of random. Like they don't even have it like listed what it is. Like behind it, I wonder what it is behind that. I wonder if it's like the new ones or not. I don't know. But we'll head over to the actual section though and see. Fingers crossed. Hopefully they put some of the stuff out, because I think there might be a exclusive for today, or I think so. But we shall see though. Well, just like that, there was nothing. It was crazy. Like everything, even from last week, all the spots were still there, but it was all still empty. So they never put out like Fantastic Beasts or anything in the actual section. So it was still, you know, empty as it was. But oh, it seems to be the modus operandi of Target to not have the things out anymore. But we'll head over to the Walmart over here. Fingers crossed, hopefully this one has the things out. But someone was telling me too that like Everything Everywhere All at Once was like coming up for a weird price. Like it was supposed to be $29.99 or something like that, or something like 20. I can't remember what it was, but something for the 4K, and they were saying it was coming up more money than it was supposed to, and was a big thing about the price match or something at Walmart. So we'll see. I don't know if they have the scanning thing so I can see if that happens where it's a different price than it is on the barcode. That sounded like what he was telling me, but I'm not sure though. But hopefully this location has all the stuff out though. But we are going to go to another one as well though, so fingers crossed though. But we shall see. Hopefully they have the stuff out, but you never know. It's sort of been the way it is lately. People said they like when they see me getting into the car, so I'll do that and everything. But yeah, like I said, you know, I'm not going to probably go to another Target. It seems pretty bad lately for Targets having this stuff out. I don't know. It's just like it's been such a pain. And you guys know, like every Tuesday, it's always kind of nowadays, it's sort of like finding, you know, Where's Waldo of the movies. You have to try and like search for which location has the stuff out and all that stuff. But this one obviously did not today. Let me know in the comments below though if there was an exclusive for Target for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Because like I said, I don't think I'm going to go to another one. There's a chance, but I don't think so. I know I'm going to 2 Walmarts though, but now I'm going to go to the first Walmart, and hopefully this one at least has some of the stuff out, because the other one usually has the stuff out. But I feel like today, since I've talked so much about this one, it'll like all of a sudden I'll go to that other one, you know, other Walmart that always has everything out, and today it will be like this Target and have nothing. So we shall see though. We shall see. Into Walmart we go. And one thing I wanted to ask you guys and see if you guys were noticing it, and if it's only going on like in California, but it's really weird now. A lot of stores are like incredibly strange when it comes to air conditioning, especially like in malls and stuff like that. And a lot of them, they don't have it on at all anymore. It's like totally like off, or like turned like really like so it's still pretty warm. And then like some of the stores themselves like have to have their own air conditioning unit. It's like one of those big ones with like the tubes that they have to bring in, that they usually have on like film sets. sets where they shoot out in the middle of like warehouses and stuff, so they don't have an air conditioning thing. So it's so weird. I've seen like in the malls now and all these places doing it like that with like the air. So everywhere is kind of like warmer lately. It's very strange. I don't know if you guys are noticing that or if it's only going on in California or not, but it's definitely going on out here, and a lot of places are just much warmer. So I was just wondering if you guys were noticing that in malls and stuff, that they're like doing that, like cutting the AC off. And it's just boiling in certain places, and certain stores just handle it themselves. But we are going to head back and see, though. I have not peeked, and I'm actually seeing some things out. So it looks like they actually have the new things out. Oh, so there was one other thing today that I totally forgot came out today, was the Downton Abbey. That one was, there's a couple things today. So luckily enough, it's all out. And they still have some of the Dumbledore ones, the exclusives. I'm surprised these were left. These are actually pretty cool exclusives. But yes, somebody was saying this $31 or something like that was not the price it was supposed to be or something, or it's $29.99 other places or something like that. But this one, I should be getting a copy of this one to review soon, this Everything Everywhere All at Once. But I really want to see this one. I've heard really good things about it. The director did what was the one, the Swiss Army Man, which I really liked. It was like a really weird one, but it's $17.96 for the DVD, $19.96 for the DVD, and then the 4K that has the slipcover, which I don't know if this is exclusive to Walmart or not. That one is $31.99, and they do have an exclusive of Downton Abbey here that has like a collectible photo book and postcards and tea stinger. So there's like a tea thing in here, one of those things for like mixing tea or something in there. But that one is a $39.99, and then $22.99 for the standard Blu-ray, $17.99 for the DVD. This is one of the other ones today. I don't know anything about this one called Memory. If you guys have seen this one, let me know if this one is worth watching or not. Like I said, I don't know anything about that, but it has Guy Pearce and Liam Neeson and everything. So yeah, this one kind of came out of nowhere for him. There was another one that he did like right before this, I think. But yeah, I don't even think I saw a trailer for this. But if this is worth getting, guys, let me know. But like I said, I don't know anything about that. But other than that, though, that seems to be all the ones here. I see this. I think I showed that one when it came out a week or so back. Let's see over here, though, if there's anything else mixed in. But in this area, there should be a couple other things. It's usually like loud music, so I can't really, I have to kind of like talk over that part because they're playing like a movie and stuff. So I don't want to like have a copyright thing on it, but I'll peek in there and see what else they have, though. Yeah, over here, though, the only new thing that I see is this one called Zero Contact. But other than that, though, that seems to be the only new ones that I see. We all are going to head, though, to the other Walmart, though. So there should be some new stuff in there, though, and I believe I showed all of these ones before. I think maybe I didn't show this one with the Friday the 13th one with this new slipcover on it. I might have not shown this one before. That one might not have been on the shelf, but other than that, I believe I showed all these ones last Tuesday, though. Into the second Walmart we go. We're gonna head back, though, and see what they have here, anything different at this location. They still have some of the Dumbledore ones left here as well. And like I said, this is kind of a strange number, 3110. So I guess that must be why that one guy was messaging me that, because it's a weirder number that you normally don't see a price like that. Normally like $29.99, stuff like that. But over here, though, besides those ones, I don't see anything else different. Let's check over here, though. This is where there should be a few. Oh yeah, see, this is one thing that came out today. This one, Monstrous. I should be getting a copy of this one, I believe, to review, but this is one I definitely want to see. This one with Christina Ricci. It's funny, I didn't even realize it was only PG-13. I didn't know why. I don't know why I didn't realize that. What is this one here? See, I knew there was other things. This one called 13-Hour Cleaning. This is one here too from this is I don't know anything about this one either. Oh no, sorry, not 13th hour, 11th hour cleaning. This one looks kind of interesting too. Like if you guys have seen this one, let me know, how this one was, 11th hour cleaning. So then other than that, though, I'm trying to see anything else in here that was new mixed. And that's why, like I said, you always kind of have to check, because it's like there's random other ones that sometimes they don't have out of some of these locations. There are a couple spots here, like Extreme. That was already out. So Zero Contact, that was one of the other ones that came out today. Like I said, but besides that, though, I think that's all the ones here. If you guys have seen any of the, the Monstrous one, let me know how that one was. But I definitely do want to see that one. But other than that, though, it seems to be all the new ones here, though, as far as I can see. Sorry, that one TV over there is kind of loud. But other than that, though, just making sure there's nothing else mixed down here, too. Because sometimes there's random ones right in this area, too. But doesn't look like it as far as I can tell, though. But like I said, I had no idea this one was today. That kind of came out of nowhere, this one. You can hear, like, in the distance, someone, like, playing Yankee Doodle Dandy. Yeah, I think it just stopped. It's always, right as I was doing that. Every time I think of that Yankee Doodle Dandy song, I think it was in that, was it in that one Life with Mikey movie or something when the one kid was singing Yankee Doodle Dandy? I think that's what it was. There was like this one movie, every time I think of Yankee Doodle, I think of that. And then I think I literally, as a kid, I think I had to sing that or something. So I always have a weird thing about that song. Here goes something else. You hear something back there. But yeah, I had no idea that Christina Ricci one came out today, but I should be getting a copy to review of that on Blu-ray. And I'm pretty sure there's a Blu-ray. And I don't know about that 11th hour cleaning, if there's a Blu-ray of that one or not. It's one of those ones, though, if there is, it probably, you'd have to get it, like, you know, online and everything. But they might have that Christina Ricci one, perhaps, though, the Blu-ray edition at Best Buy. I feel like that would probably be one that they'll have, but we shall see, though. I see someone's coming up on me. I think that's my biggest fear, is when people, like, walk up on me, I feel like they're gonna kill me. Like, you know that expression, running up on me? That's why in the movie Get Out, that movie always creeps me out, because there's that one scene when the guy runs at him really fast, and that's like my biggest fear, is someone running up on me and, like, that's the end, killing me. Yeah, so anyone coming, like, runs up on me real quick is like my biggest fear ever. But we're gonna head to Best Buy now. Into Best Buy we go. Okay, so we're gonna head back here now and see. They still have some of the one of the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent steelbooks still here. So let's see. I don't see anything new right here in this spot. Let's check on the other side, though. And I always say, you always have to check here, just because I've missed things in the past that they put here. Let's see. So Everything Everywhere All at Once. So they have, I think this is where the, so yeah, I guess they don't have an exclusive for this one, unless it's already sold out, because there's no spot for it. But it's $24.99 for the 4K, and then $21.99 for the Blu-ray. So yeah, the slipcover version at Walmart then is like coming up like $7 or $6 more, I guess. So it's definitely better to get the 4K here, unless you really want the slipcover, or they could price match it. And then the memory one here came out today. And like I said, if you guys have seen this one, let me know if this one's worth picking up or not. And then they have Downton Abbey, a new era on Blu-ray for $24.99, and Downton Era, a new era on 4K for $30.99. Other than that, though, right here, I don't see anything else right here. Let's take a look in this spot and see. So yeah, I think this was today. This one, Ryoma, Prince of Tennis. I believe this one came out today. This one here is $18.99. It's an interesting kind of animation to it. It's like, it's anime, but it's done like as like a digital type thing to it. And then this was the other one today, this one, Zero Contact. I don't know anything about this. If you guys have seen this one, though, let me know if this is worth checking out or not. That one's $15.99 for the Blu-ray. And then let me just go through all here, make sure we're not missing anything, because sometimes I overlook something. Over here, I think Children with Lost Voices, I think that was last Tuesday. Neighbor Totoro, I don't think that's a new release. I don't believe so. Other than that, though, this was, I believe, a week or two back. But no, that seems to be all the main new ones that I see today, though. So anyway, though, guys, that was all for my brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I always say, if you guys enjoy these shopping videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, it didn't look like they had that Christina Ricci one in there on Blu-ray. Maybe that was out like early or something, and that was why I didn't know about it. But I don't know, though. Maybe, like I said, sometimes they get some in Walmart a little earlier and stuff like that. But as I have seen them have Screen Media ones in there, like they had, I believe Willy's Wonderland. I remember they had the Blu-ray of that one. So they usually, sometimes if they only have the DVD at Walmart, they usually have the Blu-ray, but it just didn't look like they did on this one. But if you see it, though, let me know in the comments below, and also let me know what you guys picked up. I did, though, finally go back to them, because I always talk about, let me know any new movies that you guys have seen in theaters or any TV shows and stuff like that. I always mention that, and I finally did go back to the theaters. So I finally have now gone back to the movies. I went to see Jurassic World Dominion with my brother. So that was the first one I think the last movie I had seen before everything that happened in the world, was The Hunt. So that was this is the first one since The Hunt that I've seen in theaters. So now we're gonna occasionally go to ones here and there where they're not super busy. I don't wanna go when it's like really, really crowded, but it was weird. I didn't look at any of the reviews for the Jurassic World one, and then afterwards, like in the comments, everyone was like, "Oh, that was terrible, and I didn't like it." And it was like weird. I liked it a lot. Like I really had a fun time with it. I liked that they had like these kind of like references to the original movie. Like they had a guy that's kind of like a Newman, you know, like Wayne Knight's character sitting at the computer, and then they had like Laura Dern's character was wearing like her same clothes from the first movie in this one scene. So there's all these certain things that were kind of fun. Jeff Goldblum wearing that same leather jacket again. I don't know, like I like that kind of stuff. I thought it was really fun. And some people said it was kind of a little more like a horror movie in some senses. And it did play like a horror movie in some of the scenes, a little bit more, kind of like the first movie did in some of the scenes. It played a little more like a horror film as the movie went along, I always thought. That's why I always thought the first one was always the best. But when it came to the you know, all three of the Jurassic World ones, I think I would say the first one's the best, then this one, and then the second one of the series, the Jurassic World ones. But I really liked it. I don't know why it has so many bad reviews. It's weird. It's very strange. But sometimes it's nice to like go to a movie and like not have looked at one single review beforehand, and you just kind of go with your own opinion. And that's kind of what I did on that movie. Like I literally didn't look at anything. Like not a single solid review. I didn't look at Rotten Tomatoes, nothing. So I went into it totally blind, and then knowingly, like a lot of people seem to dislike it, but I think it's definitely worth checking out. But like I said, was glad to get to finally go back to the theaters. But anyway, though, guys, like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give us a thumbs up. Now stay tuned for the brand new DVD, Blu-ray, and 4K reviews. And the first one I got here is from Lionsgate. This one here is a Best Buy exclusive 4K steelbook for the film Angel Heart. This is a really cool 4K steelbook for this one. This movie stars Mickey Rourke, Robert De Niro, and Lisa Bonet. And here's a look, though, inside for this one. And it includes the 4K, the Blu-ray, and a digital copy of the film here. Here's a look, though, at the back as well for this one. But it's really cool. I love the design on this one. These steelbooks that Lionsgate are doing, they're doing an amazing job on these ones that are for Best Buy, the exclusive ones that they're doing. Here's a look, though, inside as well. See Robert De Niro back there. But this is a really cool movie. It's one of those movies you do not hear about too often. On here, though, feature-wise, this one has on here, though, some of the stuff that was on this one. Let me just put this one back on here. This has on here, though, Introduction to Angel Heart by screenwriter and director Alan Parker, a commentary with Alan Parker, interview from the expert from Cinetals, Del Annis 80, news features on here, additional interviews, behind the scenes footage on here, teaser trailer, a background in Voodoo, behind the scenes gallery as well on this one here. The next one here, now this is crazy to think that this movie now is 25 years old. I mean, I remember like so well seeing this movie in theaters, and I remember too really well seeing this in theaters because I saw this movie in Florida, you know, when this one came out. And I remember I had terrible, like, I think I had, like, food poisoning from this, the MGM had, like, this one restaurant that they used to have. There was, like, a diner in there or something. I remember I got, like, terrible food poisoning, I thought, from the spaghetti there. But then I wasn't sure if it might have been, like, I thought it was, like, mosquitoes because I got bit by a million mosquitoes. It was, like, a weird thing. I was just very, very sick. So I remember being very sick seeing this movie as well. So I was, like, the one thing that kind of cheered me up because the whole trip kind of, like, fell apart, like, 2 days into it, that particular trip when this movie came out. So I remember like this is the one thing that kind of brightened the trip up. So anytime I think of this movie, I think right away of being in Florida, you know, when this came out and like the whole Florida thing. And this is you know, the Kenan Kel, the 25th anniversary Steelbook edition of Good Burger. And this is probably, in my opinion, out of everything that I've ever had on a Steelbook, this is probably to me my favorite movie that's ever been on a Steelbook because I absolutely love this movie. Like this is one of those movies like I don't know, like this is like a perfect movie to me. I've watched this movie so many times since this came out. I mean, I watched Kenan Kel, the show. I watched all that. So this is all my totally like, you know, when it comes to like my era of everything, this is it. You know, totally the one. And this one has on here the original Good Burger sketch from, you know, all that in 1994. But if you guys have never seen this movie, it's one of those movies where maybe you wouldn't like it, I guess, as much if you weren't a fan of Kenan Kel and you didn't really know it. But I feel like, too, just as it is, this is a really fun movie. So I feel like even if you don't know anything about Kenan Kel or never followed them or followed, you know, saw Good Burger when you were a kid back in the day or anything, I still think this one is worth watching. I always love this movie. Incredibly happy that there's a 4K steelbook of that. Not a 4K, a Blu-ray. I mean, that's dreaming for 4K. A Blu-ray steelbook, but maybe we'll get a 4K. The next one here, and this is a movie that I always really like. This is the 4K edition, and Warner Brothers sent over a free copy. This one, let you guys know this one is available. And this is the movie that stars Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, and this is the 4K of Edge of Tomorrow. And I always like, I'm dropping things. I always like this movie. This is basically, though, about like, one of those movies that's kind of like stuck in like a loop of the same thing happening after you get killed, because it's like Tom Cruise is sent as like this soldier to try and like attack these aliens that are taken over, and basically he keeps on getting killed, and it's like him, and he's like with Emily Blunt's character, and then he basically gets killed and comes back to life and then starts back over again trying to fight these aliens, and his goal is trying to figure out how in the world he's not going to get killed and how he's going to survive and then move on and get past these aliens. It's a really fun movie. It's one of those ones though, when I think of this, then I always kind of think of the other movie, for some reason, Oblivion. Like, I always think of that too, how like I kind of obsess about Oblivion because I love the music in that movie. But this is a really, really cool movie. If you guys have never seen this one, this has on here Storming the Breach, a dive into the trenches for a gritty look at the film's epic sci-fi battle, The Weapons of the Future featurette on here, On the Edge with Doug Liman on here, which is talking about making the futuristic world look real on here. It also has deleted scenes on this one here. The next one here is one I want to let you guys know is available as well. This is the 4K edition, and this is from Universal, and this has the 4K, the Blu-ray, as well as the digital code. And this is the newest film in the Downton Abbey series, because there was, of course, there was a TV series, and then they did the film, which I think the film was like maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I can't remember exactly when the movie came out. And this is the newest film, and I've only ever seen a couple things when it comes to the series. I know I saw the first episode and a couple other random ones throughout, and I did see the movie, but it's one of those things where it's like, if I really saw all of them, I really would understand a lot more. But it's basically about this huge mansion and kind of the guests that come to here and stay and things like that. And they're actually now this group of these filmmakers are coming through, and it's all the people who are like the staff of there, all planning for this and all this kind of stuff. It's a fun series. It's one of those things that, fun series that spun off into the films and everything. But this one has on here, though, a bunch of different features on here. It has Good to Be Back, A Return to Downton Abbey, The Making of a New Era. It has some featurettes on the characters on here. Spill the Tea Time. It has a comedy track on here with the director as well on here for this one. The next one here, this is from RLJ Entertainment, and it's also from IFC. Was this for RLJ, or is it just IFC Midnight? Because they kind of share between them. I guess it might just be, RLJ and IFC Midnight. This is one here, which is, this is really, I thought this was an interesting movie, and the actress in here too is visually impaired as well. Because I was wondering if in this day and age too, they don't do stuff when they have like an actor play like in a wheelchair and stuff. You don't see that too often, or someone play blind and things like that. So I gave them a lot of credit that they actually have an actress in here who is visually impaired playing a blind person in the film, which I thought was an interesting take too. And this is one here called See For Me. And this was interesting. This has Kim Coates is in here as well. And every time I think of Kim Coates, no matter what, I just cannot stop thinking of him and Waterworld going paper for the women. I don't like, to me, that's like my favorite line in history. And I saw Kim Coates at a convention years ago, and of course I had to say something about that line. But basically, though, this is about this girl is in this mansion, and there ends up being like someone ends up breaking into the house. There's like she's basically staying there to like be the babysitter and everything, in the house, and kind of watch the house. And what ends up happening is she's supposed to put on this code and everything, and something ends up happening to the alarm, and then somebody else breaks in. These people break into the house. So it's kind of her as someone who's blind trying to figure out what to do while she knows these people are in there, these bad guys, and she's trying to kind of hide away. It's a really interesting movie. Kind of has like almost like a little bit of a reverse of like Don't Breathe kind of on this one here. The next one here, this is a German release from Turbine Media, and this is a movie that I absolutely love this movie, and I believe there's a handful of different covers for this. When it comes to like serial killer movies, though, this is like, I think, the best. Like, I don't think there's ever been one that was as effective and that felt as realistic, and like you literally feel like this is like a documentary. And this is one here called Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, and like this is one too you never would have thought would have a 4K. So I'm really glad to have this on 4K. It is a very, very tough watch because it is very violent. It doesn't show it as much as you think, though. It does this interesting technique where a lot of times it would you would hear it and then you would see the aftermath. And I think they got I don't know which one was first, if this movie was first or River's Edge was first, but River's Edge did that in the opening credits of the movie with the body. And that one of the two, I think, was inspired by the other. I don't know which one was first. I cannot remember which one was first. But this is basically a serial killer movie, and it's, Michael Rooker and then his brother, Tom Towles, and they're together as these terrible people that are going killing people, and they film it and everything. It is an absolutely insane movie. The music is great in here, too. If you guys have never seen this movie, it's definitely a must-watch, so just brace yourself. It's a hard watch, though. The next one's here. These ones are all from moviezing.com, and I have a link below where you guys can order these ones for the best price. This is one that I always like this movie, and you don't hear about this much. And this one here is from Paramount, and this is one called Changing Lanes. This is one with Ben Affleck and Samuel L. Jackson. This was this originally 2002 was when this one came out. And this is one of those ones that I feel like kind of came out and then like you kind of came and went. You don't hear about it much at all. And it's actually a good movie. It's basically though kind of about road rage, and Samuel Jackson and Ben Affleck's character get into this accident, and it's like this kind of a small accident, but it turns into this nightmare situation where it becomes like relentless. It kind of has like a falling down type of feel. But if you've never seen this one, guys, watch this one. This one has a commentary track on here with the director, the making of Changing Lanes, deleted scenes, as well as an extended scene on this one. This one here is from MovieZing as well. This one is also from Giant Interactive, I think. And I like this movie. This one here is called Turbo Kid, and it takes place in 1999, so right by Y2K, when they were kind of like worried about at the time on if things were going to all reset, and like if things were like the technology was not going to work anymore and everything. And this is kind of about these guys that work at one guy works at a convenience store, and they kind of are trying to figure out a plan to steal and rob the store because of the reset and everything with the clocks and stuff. They think that they could kind of get away with it. And it's weird, like the money's like, but the way that where they put all the money and stuff, and store it and everything before it goes to the bank and everything at this convenience store is like right behind the freezer, so they kind of can reach back and grab it. It's very strange, but essentially these guys want to try and plan on how they're going to steal this money. And there's this soda that they have, like a kind of like a Jolt soda that at the convenience store, and there's a contest going on. So they have this whole elaborate scheme of taking the money and then putting it inside of the Jolt Cola type thing, which is a turbo cola thing, for the prize, and then figuring out how they're going to get the money out and then steal without the camera seeing it. So it's this whole big thing. It's a fun movie though. It's one of these they did a really good job too making this feel like it was 1999. It has like a lot of those kind of stuff you would see in like Can't Hardly Wait and things like that in there. So it has this very authentic feel to it. The next one here, this is one from MovieZing as well, and this is also from Universal, and this is a series which I think is on Peacock is where this one was, and this is called Rutherford Falls, and this one has Ed Helms in it, and this is kind of fun. It's sort of like basically it has the same kind of vibe of Schitt's Creek. It has that sort of feel to it, and it's basically Ed Helms' character is like not the mayor, but he's sort of like considered sort of the icon of the town because his grandfather or great-great-grandfather was like the founder of the town, and basically so he kind of thinks that he kind of is like almost like the spokesperson for the town because of that. And then there's this statue in the town that people keep hitting their cars in because it's in a really bad place, and they all want to move it, and it becomes this whole big thing about him fighting it. And then he's friends with the one woman there because he works at a museum as well that honors his grandfather and the town and everything. And basically though, his friend who works at another museum, a Native American museum, they kind of want to try and work together, and her goal is trying to make this museum successful, and the tribe that she's in doesn't really want to give her the chance with it and stuff. It's a fun show though. But like I said, this one here is called Rutherford Falls, and this is a complete first season of that one. The last ones here are from MovieZing as well, and these ones are from Digicom TV, and these are 2 volumes, and I don't know if there's other volumes of this one. I just dropped the one, so volume 1 I have to go and like do a weird thing of getting up and getting it. Let's see. It says 2 different volumes here of this, of the TV show Ghost Hunters here. This is volume 1, and then volume 2, of the show. This is basically kind of like, it has, how many episodes are on each one? 4 different episodes. And it has like, if you have never seen these shows, it's basically about going to kind of places that are presumed haunted and kind of going in there, setting up cameras and stuff like that, and kind of seeing if you kind of come across any ghost activities and stuff like that. But anyway though, guys, that's all for the review portion of this video. And like I always say, if you guys enjoy these videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching, subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.